What's up? I'm back to talk about some more very important or maybe even unimportant shit. Anyways, how to spot a fake on the workplace area. It's funny, I'm sure we've all at one time in our life have been somewhere, had a difference with somebody, nothing major, not a heated difference or nothing, just a verbal difference, and then a minute later you can hear that same person talking in the other room and not saying names, but it's directed towards you, and they don't have the balls to say it to your face. But then the remainder of the day they're talking to you like nothing happened. It's kind of funny because there's a couple things to look for. One being, you get this out of the way right away. If they talk to you and then they don't look you in the eye, that tells you right now that they said something bad about you, they can't stare you in the eye, and they're fake. So, therefore, when you ever run into that situation and the person's looking elsewhere right off the bat, you know that person is not real, absolute fake, or a coward, you might say. You get that out of the way, then the second thing is, maybe they're looking you in the eye, but you get that real change of color in their face. Maybe their cheeks are a little more red, and sorry, I'm hesitating because I'm driving, and this is my only time I get to really talk. I'm driving into work, so so back to the color of the face. Little patches of red, maybe, or a little peaked or white, and they got a look on their face like they just ate a Sour Patch Kid. There we go. I'm endorsing Sour Patch Kids. But anyways, it's kind of funny because I was at the job yesterday and something like that had happened. And it was nothing major. It was just about pricing of a job or something. And it's all good. But if you don't see the look in the face like that, the dead giveaway, and most important giveaway, is the way the person's facial expressions become different than normal, and the number one thing on their face, if you get through the other two parts I said, as not looking you in the eye and the color of the cheeks, lastly is the mouth, the way the lips are placed. It's kind of funny because when people talk bad about people behind their back, or people have thoughts in their head about somebody that's bad, or they have done something wrong, it's kind of like playing poker. You got to have a poker face and go about your day. If you want to not be a man and say it to someone's face, and then you got to go the rest of the day being around that person, you better clean up your appearance, because guys like me can spot you a million miles away. So, your best bet is to not confrontate that person. Just keep it in your notes about that person, and there'll come a time where that very same person may need your help, may need your guidance, anything, and you just go the other way. Just don't help that person no more, rather than yelling at them or whatever, saying, hey, you got a problem with me, or trying to be a tough guy or something. Just mark it down as, hey, no big deal. There's a million people out there that like me, and there's probably 10 that have a problem with me. Who gives a shit? I don't really give a shit who has a problem with me, what anybody thinks about me, as I pretty much explained in every other video I did. I don't wake up in the morning and lose any sleep or anything over somebody throwing their weight around, or somebody having something to say about me or whatever. It doesn't matter to me. I've been doing this business over 26 years, and I don't throw my weight around or my experience. I always open to listening and hearing everybody out. So when someone new steps up to the plate and thinks they know everything, and they stay firm with what they say, and they have absolutely no clue what the fuck they're talking about, just let them go on and do it. They get all the answers. You know what? We've all been there. We thought we were right, and we made ourselves look bad. So, these days, I try and help people, but if they're going to be like that, I'm going to let them go in the direction they're going, and then let them run into their own wall and learn from their ego and their mistakes that, they were absolutely wrong, and they got a lot of learning to do. So, this segment's about people that have that issue and don't know how to hide it, and they're easily spotted. So if you're that person that I'm talking about like that, why don't you just man up and say it to their face in a proper manner? That way you don't have to go the rest of the day feeling uncomfortable. Just say what you felt and get it out. Don't hold it in. Holding things in is not healthy at all. So, if you're that person, just be a man about it or a woman about it, and step up and say, hey, I don't like how this conversation went. Explain your feelings and thoughts. Don't go to somebody else, talk shit, and then try to avoid the situation all day like you didn't say nothing. Because people like me will spot you and crush you. Not physically or mentally. In many different ways that you don't know. So, correct that if you got that in you. And if you don't, and you're the person that was talked about, don't confrontate, don't retaliate. Just go about your business, but just don't be available to do anything for that person that you normally would have, because don't waste your time, because obviously if that person can't talk to you face to face, then they ain't worth your time. So just keep that in your mind, and that's a write-off for you. I'm sure you got plenty of other people in your life that you can do things for and help out, and you don't need to waste your time on somebody that doesn't give you the time of day. So there's a big thing all over YouTube about haters. Everybody's jealous of PewDiePie or Shane or Roman Atwood or I don't know, tons of other people. I'm not gonna name off all their names. I just named off a couple people I subscribe to because I get a kick out of them. But anyways, haters are spotted everywhere, and they're always reprimanded by fans or by the star themselves. So I think a big topic is, it's not just haters, it's fakes. I mean, a lot of haters are picked on because they have constructive criticism, or they just criticize outright to make themselves feel better. Well, without haters, there's no learning process and stuff like that. Like, if someone doesn't have something bad to say, you're not always 100% good. So sometimes it's good to have a little bit of honesty of somebody's opinion so you can correct certain things. And if that person still hates on you, then they got their own problem. So we have people that are confused these days, which, critics become haters nowadays. 2016, a critic is a hater. So, that topic is wonderful. Everybody talks about haters. Korn sings a song about it. It's kind of funny. So, why don't we talk about fake? People that are fake, okay? Because I'd rather have a hater than a fake, okay? Because, people want to be a fake and work their way into a crowd and then later on expose who they really are, is a waste of time for everybody. So, why don't we lay off the hater word today and work on the fake? Spot them out, wash them out of your life, or if you are a person that fits into the category of being a fake because of the way you handle things, correct that. I'm not out here to bash anybody. I'm just out here, just to give some pointers about people that have the issue, and then people that have dealt with people that have the issue. So there's very simple ways of correcting this problem, and if everybody just put their thinking cap on for the next few hours today and they're in that position, correct it, and the world around you gets better. You don't have to come out with a high tone or authority tone or act like you're tougher than the other person. Things are better to be talked out, okay? So you tell me what you think, I tell you what I think, and if we don't stay on the same page, we can try and correct it if it's worth it. If it's not worth it, stay away from each other, and that's how it goes. That will avoid all kinds of confrontations and then all kinds of rumors and shit people say about you that there's people out there that wake up in the morning and worry about what everybody says about them. So if you're that person, then don't be the fake. But I also said in earlier videos, who really cares about what people think about you? If we spent more of our energy on doing things properly, we wouldn't have to waste all our energy on wondering what everybody's saying about us as well. So this video is labeled the fake, and well, it might not be exactly the fake, but it's either, it's going to have the word fake in it. It's like fakers and spotting fakers. So yeah, if anything I just spoke about relates to you in any fashion, drop me a comment. I'd like to talk about this situation, and I'm open for any questions, like I said earlier. All right, have a great day. Don't let anybody fake you.